Blame Truth here, and in my last video, I covered the absolute disaster, the just horrendously incompetent update that was Season 4 of Call of Duty. Warzone, zombies, multiplayer, every single mode is horrifically bugged, messed up. It's an embarrassment. Little did I know I was only scratching the surface, despite that video being nearly 30 minutes long. I didn't cover everything. So without further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes here, because as you can tell by the title, they won't stop their fucking bullshit. So I'm just gonna say this, I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So first and foremost, I want to talk about how much this company, this scumbag fucking company, actually hides from you. And in a weird way, YouTube's kind of responsible for this, and I'll explain what I'm talking about in just a second. But they hide everything from your skill rating, which you can request because it's legally a requirement for them to give it to you or whatever. Like, you can request your data. They can't hide that from you. This was a thing months back, you know, when people were like, oh, I wonder what my skill rating is. I wonder what this is. And then we found out they're tracking everything you do in the game, down to how much you slide and move and what operator you're running. It's creepy. It's invasive, if I'm being honest. But there's more that they hide. And just recently, we made some revelations. And we even said, like, hey, they're hiding player ranks in the lobby. They came out after over 24 hours, I think it was, and said, oh, this is a bug. It was not a fucking bug. They were testing this on us. They were testing this to see if they could get away with this, essentially. And, you know, it's like we called it. If they don't address these things immediately, most likely it's a test to gather some sort of fucking data. That is all they know how to do, is to collect data and then go to it when things aren't going well. But it's an echo chamber of data. It's biased data. It's data that isn't like collected properly. Remember when they did the whole skill-based matchmaking thing where they like turned it off for a select group of people in Modern Warfare 3, but didn't tell anyone, and then cited that as the reason why it's there, because more people quit out and then higher skill players played more when they were doing well. It's like you can't just radically change people's experience like that when they're conditioned to expect a pretty consistent experience, and then you change the consistency of that experience. No fucking shit. Things are going to go in your favor. You know what I mean? With your data. Yeah, no shit. You haven't told anybody what you're doing. You're just gaslighting them to get the result that you want. Am I telling a lie there, if you recall what I'm talking about with this whole thing they did in Modern Warfare 3? Regardless, guys, let's get into some data that they cannot skew, that they cannot lie about. And this is something that, unfortunately, YouTube has kind of hidden. I don't know why big corporations want to hide all this stuff. It's something they've hidden, though. However, there are ways around this. And I have to show you guys this because it is so fucking telling. And the data that they're actually looking for is right there. But this is just embarrassing. Check this out. You are going to see exactly what people think of this series and this franchise and what they're doing, and the data's right there. Everything they have uploaded as well really isn't getting a lot of views. I'm getting more views for the most part than this channel, this official Call of Duty channel is, with 8 million subscribers. But on top of that, the people that are watching this stuff, I mean, these have to be like diehard Call of Duty fans to be seeing these videos, getting them in their algorithm, or just subscribing to the channel in general. And the dislikes are legendary. For the Black Cell Battle Pass, yeah. But, I mean, look, if we go to, like, the multiplayer maps, more likes than dislikes. Still an overwhelming number of dislikes there, but, I mean, I think people are just sick of the game entirely, and maps aren't really helping. But if you look at the High Art Event Pass here, I mean, way more dislikes than likes. And it gets worse. Like, anything that people don't want to see, they will dislike it. Anything where it's not authentic, people will dislike it. I mean, the Jay and Silent Bob thing. Most people playing this game aren't even old enough to know who the fuck these stoners are, man. Nobody knows. I mean, they even say that in the comments section, which I'll go over in just a second. But one of the worst ones is actually the Blunt Man and Chronic thing with Jay and Silent Bob. I mean, 651 likes to 2.2k dislikes. And it gets even better when you scroll down to the comments section. Look at this. Now, can someone explain to me why the data I am showing you here, and it is data, it's not biased data, it is just gauging sentiment. Can someone tell me why, I don't know, looking at the views of a video, the likes and dislikes of a video, and the comments section of the video isn't applicable data? Like, look at these comments. Like, nobody likes this stuff. I just don't understand who this is for. Like, who is the game for? Does their internal data show that having no cohesive theme and trying to be some cringy 50-year-old Uncle Fortnite Jr. with a side of drugs is the way to go? I mean, if I look at the actual data for Black Ops 6 specifically, this game has lost a metric fuck ton of players. It just has. And here's the thing, they clearly know that. And the things I am showing you in this video are why people have left. I mean, look at the zombies video they did in the comment section. No one knows who anybody fucking is except Noah J. And then the people that do know him just make jokes about him cheating on his wife, which apparently that happened. I don't keep up with other people. I don't know. But like, nobody knows who the fuck these people are. They're just yes men. They are content creators who will never bite the hand that feeds them in any way. People are saying, like, get Milo out here. But no, Milo's too critical when they do something fucking stupid. So no, we can't invite him. It's got to be all sunshine and rainbows. They probably have a gun to the people's heads in this video off camera telling them, if you so much as grimace, you are fucking dead. But yeah, can someone explain to me why looking at the comments section of a video and looking at the likes and dislikes and looking at your views on your 8 million subscriber channel isn't data? Why is that not counted in, but other data behind the scenes that you skew to your liking is? It makes no fucking sense. With that said, they know the player count is dropping. They know players are leaving in droves even after Verdansk got re-released. That's the only card they know how to play, by the way, is just, you know, bringing back something nostalgic and doing it way fucking worse. That's their only card. That's the only hand they have to play anymore. But after a brief word from this video's sponsor, we're going to cover what they have done, citing their data, to fix this player retention problem, and it is absolute brain rot. Today's video is sponsored by Fume. Now guys, a habit can be good or it can be bad. One of my bad habits is I like to mow my lawn in Crocs. Just recently I realized that bees can enter the top of the hole in your Crocs and sting you between your toes. I decided right then and there that I needed to change this habit and start wearing real shoes when I do lawn care. Well, Fume is not much different than my boots that I put on when I mow now. Fume is a flavored air device designed to help people move away from vaping and other bad habits which can cost you an arm and a leg and hurt your health as well. There is no vapor and no nicotine, just flavor with Fume. Instead of inhaling these harsh chemicals, you simply breathe in natural, non-toxic flavors that satisfy the cravings without the downside. Fume is great if you are a fidgeter. A lot of you guys are looking like Ricky Bobby out there with your hands. Fume helps you curb that bad habit as well and gives you something just to keep your fingers occupied. And don't worry guys, Fume feels premium. This isn't some cheap thing. This is like real wood, great high quality build, sleek aesthetics, you name it, Fume's got it. So guys, over 500,000 people have already made the switch to Fume as part of their habit change journey. If you're ready to try it for yourself, now is the time. For a limited time, if you order the Journey Pack using my code BLAMETRUTH, you'll get a free Fume topper, an awesome accessory to help level up your experience. So click the link in the video description or the pinned comment, or scan the QR code on the screen to get yours today. Alright guys, welcome back to the video. If Fume helps you kick some bad habits and saves you some money, do me a favor and don't just start another bad habit by buying bundles in the Call of Duty shop. I'm begging you. Anyway, let's cover this bombshell, and you know, it might be best just to lead in with this with a clip from Exclusive Ace. Now, he is not my biggest fan because apparently I am too negative. Well, Ace, buddy old pal, I just want to say, if you are as negative as me, as were all the other content creators, then maybe we wouldn't be making these videos like you made yesterday, talking about how fucking dog shit Season 4 and Black Ops 6 is. How can I get it through everyone's thick skull that you cannot be nice to people that are just narcissists? Their sole purpose in life is to earn green pieces of paper with Benjamin Franklin on them, as many as they possibly can, have a bunch of snot-nosed rich brats that grow up to be awful people, and then die. That's it. They have no other purpose in life, my guy. You cannot reason with these people. You cannot be nice with these people. Like, they just will take advantage of you. It's time to stop being a fucking pussy and call them out on their shit. So let me just go over what he is calling out. This isn't the only thing he called out. He sounds like me in this video, but this just goes to show, eventually you will sound exactly like me anyway, so maybe just let's all hop on board, get on the same page, and fight back against this garbage. It's not gonna get better. Like, waiting around and being positive and putting on a fake smile and saying, oh boy, new Call of Duty this year, I'm so hyped, isn't going to fix a fucking thing. It's just going to get worse and worse until you put your foot down. But let me just stop blabbering. Let me play this clip. Check this out.
So that's obviously frustrating as well. Then after that, something I've been noticing is, once again, having extremely long matchmaking times. So it takes several minutes to get into a lobby for me. Even when searching for game modes that should be highly populated, like the Season 4 Mosh Pit, for instance. That should be one of the most highly populated modes at the moment, because it's the new content, the new maps, and most people want to come check that out. It's been taking me several minutes to find a game, only to find a very high-tier lobby with a very high ping. And it may be wrong, but this leads me to believe that SBMM has been completely cranked up again, to the point where skill is 100% king right now. Matchmaking times are irrelevant, ping is totally irrelevant, because I've also been seeing pretty consistently more than triple the ping that I'm capable of getting on the COD servers.
Now, Nero also confirmed this pretty much by saying, like, he keeps facing these iridescent ranked players over and over. Is the game just dead? Like, is no one playing Black Ops 6 multiplayer at all? Is the game that dead? You know, it's weird. Whenever I played for a video not too long ago, I played, what was it? The high value target mode. I can't remember the exact name of it. I played that mode for a video and I showed just my matchmaking wait times, and it was like, I think it was close to 3 minutes. It was like 2.5 minutes. I was just waiting forever. It seems like any mode that isn't just the brain rot small maps, no one cares about, no one's playing. And I have to wonder, how dead is the game actually? We don't know the data. We don't have those numbers. And it's very interesting to see stuff like that in that video. And the fact that despite being a free-to-play trial weekend and a new season, you wouldn't know it on Steam charts. You know, like the new season and a free trial weekend. And the players look to be the exact same as last Friday. That's not a good sign, you know? It's like, clearly, something's wrong. You're losing players. Steam charts shows it. I mean, Verdansk brought a little bit back, but it's not even that much. And I get Steam might be the smallest sample size of players now. But it goes to show that it's a trend that carries over. It's like directly in line with player numbers everywhere, pretty much. More or less, you know? Like, dude, people aren't playing the game. because it sucks. And they are doubling down on their biased data and making skill-based matchmaking stronger. So apparently, they're making it worse than ever. And the thing is we don't even know. We don't even know this stuff is a thing because they don't tell us and it's hidden on the back end. So we just have to play and figure it out. But if we're like, I don't know, if we're Timmy No Thumbs or Billy Goat 57 and we hit a string of good matches and we start improving, we're just going to think we're dog shit and we're going to quit the game because we think we've just lost it. This system is so stupid. It's clearly not working, but this is their answer. I mean, this must be their mindset here. Let me just take a look at some Reddit threads and some Reddit comments and show you what they must be thinking in doing this to get players to stay on the game and come back or whatever. Like, it's clear as day, they're super desperate. Check this out. This person says, what the actual fuck is going on? What in the world have they done to matchmaking? It seems like it's so much worse than it was, multiplayer especially. I'll fix your grammar for you, guy. Don't worry about it. Did everyone just quit the game or what? This is insane. This person responds and says, I reckon it's the free trial. This makes the most sense out of anything, but it just goes to show everything's just a trick. They've probably made matchmaking super, super strict, so anyone not really into COD who downloads the free trial under no circumstances faces folk who have been playing the game since launch / COD veterans. So the free trial folks are getting a free ride / easy lobbies this weekend, so they go, wow, this is a great game, and are more likely to buy it afterwards. Meanwhile, anyone even half decent is being pushed into higher skill lobbies to keep them away from the potential money spinning free trialies. I think he means spending, by the way. Poor Activision have to make money somehow, right? And you know what? That makes sense to me, man. You are being sold. If you've supported this game for as long as I have, or even half as long as I have, or even the last 5 years, you are being sold out for children and morons. Call of Duty aims to get the dumbest motherfuckers ever in the gaming space into one place and then milk their stupid, dumbass McDonald's paychecks dry. Anyway, guys, I'm out of time. It seems that SBMM has been cranked up. On top of advertisements galore being thrown into your face, on top of the game simply not working. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you did. Ring that notification bell. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.